Howdy folks, welcome to the live stream. Today it's going to be a bit of a potpourri live stream. We're going to start with one of Kakarine's replays. He sent in a Purifier, I Believe I Can Fly replay. So we're going to start with that, and then might get in some PvP, might get in some coaching, might get in some one deck. We're going to see how it goes. No agenda for tonight. Let me make sure that the stream is going. It looks like it is. Right. And then let me download Kakarine's replays. Right. Here we go. Oh, unfortunately it's broken. Well, we'll try to watch it. Maybe the break was very minor. So this replay was sent in by Kakarine. It is an RPVE 7. I believe I can fly Achievement. I believe that's the... Actually, I wonder, can I... Nah, probably can't get from this screen. Alright, so he is waiting to spawn something. There we go, fire. Okay, so this is the Achievement with no units. And interesting makeshift tower strat. I would recommend probably a Shadow Tier 1 strat for Phase Tower. But let's see what we've got going. Maybe he can use cheap Banners of Glory for ground presence. Let's go ahead and speed up. Yeah, it looks like he's using this for ground presence. And then a combination of mines and makeshift towers. Double eruption there. Firebomb, alright. Getting those enemies in. Explosion with the firebomb. And then we'll see if he can walk his way down to the base down there. He's using only firebombs and no Banners of Glory. Little mine. And then eruption to take out the stragglers. There's one Banner of Glory, and then some makeshift towers, I suppose, for defense. Killing off all those units and letting the makeshift towers take care of that defense. Makeshift towers doing I was gonna say they're doing a reasonable job, but I'm not sure if they can actually kill these guys. I think their damage is so low that the 2 shaman healing is higher than they can do. So if we focus the shaman, that might be more doable. Hi Lugga. Yes, this is Kakarine's replay sent in for the I Believe I Can Fly challenge, which is no ground units. And it appears he's probably not going to use any flying units either. Well, maybe he will. Skyfire Drake's pretty solid. Yeah, okay, Skyfire Drake. So flying units appear to be allowed. Oh, so he cleans up with Skyfire Drakes, choosing not to take any wells. Lots of buildings. To be make sure he's got a very large army with his dragons, baiting them in for the tower. Not bad. He should probably focus this spawn camp. There we go. And these towers are taking things out just fine. And he's going to do the slow walk with the Banner of Glory. Yeah, that's why I think just Phase Tower is so much better, because he just can do this so much faster. I don't want to say better necessarily means faster, but if you're both faster and less tedious, I would say that's better. There's certainly an argument for less fast strategies, which are... Oh, so Kakarine apparently is not taking any wells. He could... Okay, there we go. He takes these wells. He's still got this position here. He's not taking any wells yet. And I'm not sure what the Banner of Glory here is for. Killing all the Skyfire Drakes by the Banner of Glory to get more Void Refund. And of course, Pyromaniac will take care of these guys super easily. This spot won't be attacked anymore because there's the tier 3. And yeah, Spitfire is one of the strongest... I would say just one of the strongest cards in the game. I love this card. Looks like he's using double Unity. I think Ravage would be pretty helpful too. He might be out of charges on Spitfire. I'm kind of confused why he's making Spitfire instead of... No, he's got more Spitfires. But yeah, I figured he'd be making more Spitfires rather than Skyfire Drakes. Mind to clean up the Vanguard there. And the train keeps rolling down. This is kind of funny. He's got rallying banners too, just all kinds of buildings. He could definitely... That's funny, there we go. More Spitfires. Very good. Yeah, honestly, I feel like it's RPV 7. I don't think he even needs to build tier 4. I think he can just clear everything with the Spitfires. But here comes tier 4. He's cleaned up the rest of the buildings. Just this tiny bit of defense, but he doesn't need that since he's got his line units. Should probably kill his Skyfire Drakes, and we see there's no Shrine of War from him. These guys are getting real close to dying. Alright, but he manages. Has he got the Bloodthirst? He does. And we can continue to clean up the camps here. Definitely should focus this out so it stops making squads. And we clean up the rest of that camp. Then we'll see he comes down. Which camps are he going to take? More fire dragons. Time is getting a little short, but I don't think he shouldn't have too much problem here. Targeting the Ship of War. If you move the Spitfires around, they do a lot more damage to air units. Just a pro tip. You should definitely focus the spawn camp. But it's all good. Bring the dragons back to clean up those guys. And then he can go down for the assault on the final base. 2 minutes, so kind of short on time, but overall not too bad. The Ice Lord's probably going to freeze them all. Yeah, there we go. So, Bloodthirst super helpful here to DPS him down. And they got him. Another freeze came out, so we're all finished with less than a minute to spare, I think, but still not too bad. There we go, and that's the replay. So thanks to Kakarine for sending in this replay for I Believe I Can Fly. Now let me check my other messages. I think we got some more replays we can take a look at tonight. this replay sent in from a player who says it's a noob PvP match. So how about we take a look at this and we can categorize it as a rookie reviews. I'm going to reload here. I think that's, I'm going to hit start recording on OBS, and hopefully I'll get a separate audio file that I can use to turn this into a recording at some point. Hopefully this doesn't crash the stream or anything. Lugga, I know you're watching, so send me a Discord message if it crashes the stream or something. Okay, I think we're good. So let's take a look. Howdy folks, we got a rookie reviews here. You Will Win With Me versus Esteban Show 12. Trying something new. This is actually a live stream, which will be clipped into a video at some point, assuming all the technical difficulties get sorted out. So if you're seeing this not live, then the technical difficulties haven't even been sorted out. We've got Esteban, I will call him Esteban, starting with Frost Sorceress, a fairly unusual pick, and the player on the right, or the bottom, You Will Win With Me, starts Shadow with a good 30-second delay. Trying to suss out the opponent's strategy, maybe? Or possibly playing on his phone. Instant Tier 2 from Esteban. Going Tier 2 for Lost Souls. Don't have any further comment besides interesting. I like You Will Win With Me's approach to going for an early well. And Esteban takes a well also, so I think You Will Win With Me should take a well himself. Yeah, he does. Okay, so I like Esteban, or I like You Will Win With Me's approach. And let's see if he can hold the +1 versus an early Tier 2. He's got map control. Esteban's not pushing too hard there. I do want to say that if Esteban's only Tier 1 unit as a Frost Sorceress, he got out pretty good, especially because Frost Sorceress is essentially a Tier 2 unit. And You Will Win With Me goes for a Tier 2, taking a lot of map control. Esteban has a good bit of power, plus the Frost Sorceress, so he should be making some really good trades right here. We also see that You Will Win With Me is playing Pure Shadow, which could be a problem. Lost Priest, alright. We're going to get a shield on this Lost Reaver. Shield would definitely be the best use of this power. I'm not even sure what this guy does, actually. What's he do? He applies a debuff, so enemies deal less damage. That's basically it. North Guards as Tier 1 units attacking Tier 2. No idea what's going on here. And it looks like You Will Win With Me is building towers away from his base that's going to die. I am all sorts of confused. And You Will Win With Me loses a well and 2 Dread Chargers, and Esteban spent no other power. So Esteban has a large bound army, which is going to be a little bit difficult to push past the Stone of Torment. And You Will Win With Me's defense. He does have an extra well this whole time, so he has lost 100 void power, but his other well has paid off 55 so far. So unless Esteban takes a well, which I think he should do, if he takes a well, he'll be fine. Otherwise, he will be slowly losing power, comparatively, every tick. And he takes a well. His Lost Reaver is standing just a little bit too far to play back. I've also realized I think this is more of a funny replay than a rookie review replay. So I think this is probably just going to exist on the stream, not as a separate video. Time Vortex. I've got no idea what You Will Win With Me is doing. Esteban playing more Tier 1 units, despite being Tier 2. And keeping his Lost Reaver slightly farther away. No shade against either of these players, but for those of you who are saying you're new at PvP and you suck, I think everybody who said that to me recently could be either of these players based on their current strategies. Both players playing super passive. The Reaver is still somehow not close enough to heal up. Yes, Trex, exactly. We're moving the North Guards around, not the Reaver. And YouWillWinWithMe has not played anything except a bunch of towers. Moving North Guards back to grab a well. Oh, and again, we're seeing a tier 1 unit, and we've nether warped them in. That's not a bad strategy, actually. That's going to make a good trade. And we see a dazed Northguard and a dazed Frost Sorceress. I mean, like, why'd you skip for tier 2 if you're going to play tier 1 units anyway? Got an army of skeleton warriors. These guys are going to die before they get to the base. Although Esteban, I guess, technically has the correct counter for tier 1 units. The Lost Reaver is pretty good against small units. Freeze is by far the best counter. Or just running away and repairing your well, because these guys are going to die on his own. So Esteban is throwing away a good 100 power in the attack. And YouWillWinWithMe goes for another skeleton warrior army. Esteban not using his power. Well, he's kind of using his power, but I guess in the least efficient way possible by playing North Guards. He's got his other North Guard up here. And YouWillWinWithMe continues to spam dazed tier 1 units, again despite being tier 2. And in fact, his tier 2 spell is more tier 1 units. Warping everybody in for the towers to clear them. Again, not a bad strategy, assuming you were ready to bind your 280 power into buildings. You know, that is a harvester, so instead of this, YouWillWinWithMe could have a harvester. Got a Furnace of Flesh. Alright. This is looking more and more like a PvE game than a PvP game. Esteban not building anything. Maybe he's going for tier 3. He's again got 2 tier 1 units. It's like the only tier 2 unit I've seen was Lost Reaver and Lost Priest. I don't even know if Lost Priest counts as a tier 3 unit. Esteban going tier 3 over here. So I don't know what the guys over there are doing. They're just, as Zen is saying, being confusing. Okay, they take a well. Tier 3 and into a well. Not the typical strategy you want to do. However, it is potentially very entertaining to us viewers. Tier 3 is up, and YouWillWinWithMe plays tier 3. And Esteban, upon going tier 3, decides that the best strategy here is to build tier 1 towers in response to YouWillWinWithMe's tier 2 towers. And welling up, so now Esteban has gone plus 2 wells, which actually is not as bad as it seems, because again, YouWillWinWithMe has bound a whole bunch of power in his tier, in his buildings. We see an incredible mow with more northern keeps. And a Necro Blaster right next to the Furnace of Flesh. This is inexcusable, even if you're a PvE player. Come on, you know that these two cards conflict with each other. So you can't play them next to each other. YouWillWinWithMe also has almost no void power, so the Furnace of Flesh is not doing much. I think Esteban is going for tier 3. Alright, he's going for a tier 2 cannon tower. So he does have the cannon tower in his deck. I feel like both these players just accidentally ran with PvE decks. Like, I don't even take this many buildings in PvE. Esteban going for even more map control. He's got 300 power. Maybe he's going for a tier 4. YouWillWinWithMe trying to make another warp. So that's 70 power to kill 50. And it's a tier 1 unit when both players are tier 3. And actually there's more than 71 power because his Dread Charger is going to die. Esteban going tier 4. You will win with me having a lot less power because he's got so many power bound in buildings. Which incredible mode is he even using? This is the one that makes enemies deal 20% less damage. Cultist Masters. I suspect this will be... Esteban, you're tier 4. You don't need to play tier 1 units anymore. Nether warped in. And you will win with me not doing bad micro. Okay, he's... Instead of using the Cultist Masters to kill, he's using them to feed his Furnace of Flesh and Necroblaster. These two units are basically dead because the Stone of Torment will kill them before they get out. Esteban, being plus 3 wells and having a lot less bound power, has way more power overall than you will win with me. Is using the green warp to get more health. I think he did. Okay, so that well, based on Esteban's playstyle so far, is probably dead, although he could save it with Shield Building Glacier. And you'll win with me takes a while to even out the map presence. We've got a giant worm, which could totally avoid this situation and just go kill the base over here. Unfortunately, his giant worm is, I'm not sure doing what. Alright, we've got a whole bunch of Nightcrawlers going to kill this base. One Cold Snap would take care of it all. But it looks like he's not even engaging with the giant worm, so you will win with me this kicking another well. Possibly even the orb. Alright, finally attacking with the giant worm. And still did tons of damage because Frenzied Nightcrawlers are so good. Yeah, I feel like Esteban thinks the goal of the game is just to survive as long as possible. Like, he's got a giant worm, he can just, you know, right-click, attack something. Another giant worm. It's not going to be enough to defend this, not without a CC or a repair. And you will win with me kicks the tier 4. It doesn't really matter though, because Esteban has so many power wells, and he's got tier 4 himself. If these giant worms just... There we go. Ooh, Frenetic Assault. Alright. Not bad. Is that an infect also? That is an infect. Man, this is like a PvE deck. Are we going to see regrowth now? Alright, we're finally going to attack the wells. Soul Shatter is going to kill them and get some more Nightcrawlers. Because these players are playing PvE, I guess. And there's the game. Alright. I am as confused as you all, possibly even more confused. But I appreciate the replay you will win with me. I think a little bit of confusion is healthy for everyone. Alright, now let me check my files and see if that did record the way I wanted it to. Let's go to my BattleForge replays folder. Actually, it's my videos folder. Okay, I think it did appear the way I wanted it to. Alright. So I think that'll work. Zen says that was the only replay that would have the chance for global warming to be played out. Actually, global warming is a card I see fairly regularly because a couple players that I play with play that fairly commonly. I do have some more replays we can start off the day with, so let me go check those. Oh, I've got a replay versus Lugga, who just sent me it right now. Let's take a look at that one. And then I've got a replay from DChris. Actually, let's look at DChris first. And I'm going to take a quick bathroom break and then grab some sparkling water, and we'll be right back in a few seconds. Alright. Oh, Zen is asking for a useless card. We don't have too many of those anymore. We got most of the... Firebomb would have been the go-to, but it's not too bad anymore. Warlock would have been their actual real go-to. Waste Station? What does Waste Station even do anymore? It's basically a Soul Splicer that does poison. Yeah, that's probably a pretty useless one. Yeah, I'm not thinking of too many cards. Will Zapper, maybe? Yeah, Will Zapper just not ever good enough to make use. Fleshbender I have used unironically in games. I'm not going to say in what situation because we might have some of those come up at some point. Tree Fiend, perhaps? Tree Fiend's a pretty horrible one. Lost Converter, maybe? Yeah, gathers corpses and freezes. But yeah, the balance team has been doing a good job of making sure there are no totally useless cards. Now, let's take a look at, which one is this? This is replay from DChris. Let's take a look. Howdy folks, I've got a replay for you from Synodios, aka DChris, and Kanuepps. Kanuepps? Not sure. Kanuepps is typically a Fire Frost player, and Synodios, or DChris, is typically a Shadow Nature player, I would say. Although DChris is known for playing everything. Also Bandits, back before Bandits was cool. Looks like Kanuepps is getting the better of the Tier 1 exchange so far, although Synodios is playing an extra unit a little bit early, means that his micro is possibly, yeah, these guys are running too far back. So Kanuepps had the better tier 1 micro and is kind of throwing it away. So far everybody's even, so it's fine. He killed his thugs, I don't know why. And we've frenzied the Forsaken. Actually, I think he killed the thugs, but possibly the Forsaken just got him. And nobody with an advantage, actually. Maybe Synodios with a very slight advantage, like a 10 power advantage. And Synodios with a slight map control advantage. I also want to mention I'm trying something new. This replay is technically recorded as part of a stream, although I'm going to make its own thumbnail, and you're probably going to see this clipped up as its own video. But in case you see me responding to a comment, that is because I am recording it as a live stream. Or as part of my live stream, let's say. Kanuepps going for an early tier 2 and dropping a mine, which is going to be somewhat helpful, but not hugely helpful. And Synodios is going to get a big trade out of this, and probably kicking this well, to be honest. Although, given that the replay lasts a little bit longer, it's also very possible that Synodios has messed up. You know, Damakra is fairly rusty. Kanuepps playing the Scythe Fiends and frenzying up these Forsaken. Deciding to focus out the Scythe Fiends instead of the well. Not a horrible idea, because Fire Frost can repair wells, but not freeze. Not heal. Well, Ravage can kind of heal. And we see tier 2 coming back up, Shadow Nature. There's a Scorched Earth, this could be in trouble. Kanuepps going for a split attack though, and this is actually going to live, unless Damakra is able to play more units. I think Damakra's tier 2 timing was a little bit poor. If he had just played more tier 1 units, this would have died for sure. The mine activated, and it's going to do 300 damage to the well over a long period of time, which is going to prevent the repair. So I would highly expect that Kanuepps is actually going to manage to get this well down. So for those of you asking if mine is any good, I still think not, but you can see the usefulness. It's not useless. Okay, these guys doing a quick getaway to heal up. Nice to see people microing a little bit with some new abilities. And Damakra got 55 power out of the well, so he is technically a little bit behind, although Damakra doing his famous split attacks. I expect that he's going to kill one of these wells. He didn't quite motivate in time. And looks like we have a target switch there. Oink on the Skyfire Drake. And Kanuepps defending this very, very well. Scythe Fiend's getting away. This Nightcrawler is going to die. He does motivate it. However, with repairs, that well's not going to die. Getting a pick off there. And it looks like he's going for trades instead of aggroing the wells. Yeah, my paladin's around the corner. It's so weird for me to see fire and not rushing the well, because fire's so good. Or you don't see Fire Frost that often, so usually when I see fire I think, oh, they've got no defense. Doing some good micro with Frost Sorceress. Following the Scythe Fiends around. Yeah, my paladins are at the well. Not horribly far from the nasty surprise range. Got a multi-front attack going here. These guys getting away just a little bit. We got some Rage Claws, and this guy, they could have nastied. Synodios may have been just shy of the power, actually. Dark Elves running away. So, there we go. We're coming back to get the Rage Claws. Against Shadow Nature, Rage Claw is really not a big deal. These guys are going to be immune for a second, and they can nasty... well, not that soon, actually. Oh, Wintertide, preventing the hurricane, which actually might be enough. But if they just stance up, I think they'll be able to kill him, no problem. Because that's, Oink is always possible too. Oh, this is interruption range. Kanuepps, does he have power to erupt? He does not. But he gets the well anyway, wow! Very nice. Nightcrawler going for an attack, split attack. I expect we see this guy will get motivated. Nope, not quite. Frenzied up here. Rage Claw's taking out the Dark Elves even. Moving this guy away. He is frenzied, so I think he just punching through the wall would have been totally fine. He could also have nastied against the Skyfire Drake. There we go, there's a second guy, and he's motivated too. Pulling back. Are we going to see a nasty? Ooh, nice lava field. Kanuepps is doing a really good job here, not going to lie. And Kanuepps is actually +1 well. With Ravage, the Drake won't die. Kanuepps does have the power, but might not be paying attention. And unfortunately the Drake does die. We've got a Termite Hill. Alright. I feel like if Kanuepps went a little more traditional, he'd have more success. And I suspect that the tempo is going to allow Synodios to kick this well. That mine is barely hitting the squad of Dark Elves, but overall not defensive enough. And I expect Kanuepps is getting this kick. Lava field doing good, but of course Shadow Nature has access to the Surge of Light, so he'll back up. Nasty would kill the well, but it looks like he thinks he can get away without it. And he motivate, nice motivate. And this should be, yeah, I think he's getting a kick here. Did he have this guy with the motivate? Yeah. Chris is so good about getting his Nightcrawlers in position ahead of time. Any heal? No heal, actually. Is Glacier going to be able to save this? Okay, and he finally gets that well in return. And this well is low. So if Glacier runs out, he can nasty the Dark Elves and actually kick it. Are we going to see that? Nope. Nope, we're not. And Repair comes out. Focusing out the Skyfire. The Eruption was a little late to do anything. More Nightcrawlers, more Ami Paladins. Keeping the power level low is in Synodios' advantage, and oh, this ability does so good. Such a strong ability. Wow, it's killing both of these units for 10 power. That is a strong ability. As I was saying, Synodios keeping the power level low is good for him in this particular matchup because Fire Frost is a deck that doesn't do so hot when it doesn't have enough tempo to play cards like Skyfire Drake and Scythe Fiends, right? These are cards that just bind a lot of power by their nature, so it's kind of hard. Synodios' attacks just not quite enough every time. He could run this way and nasty, or he could nasty right now. Looks like he's afraid that a Kobold Trick or Glacier Shell is going to come just in time and stop his nasty. Got a Termite Hill, very aggressively placed, but Ami Paladin should be able to take care of that no problem. Dark Elves here, kill out the Fire Drake. And we see a Burrower now. The Termite Hill might be coming up, especially if Kanuepps has a freeze or anything like that. Or any Frostbite. I think it's getting up. It is. Now the question is, does he let his well die, or the Termite Hill? That's something you do not see every day. And it got his orb. Kanuepps is now in a solid advantage. Is that well dying? That well is dying. So less solid advantage now, let's say. I think Kanuepps could have saved that, I'm not sure. Rage Claw's killing there. Chris trying to retake this spot, but if he does, the Termite Hill will finish it off. However, Kanuepps has 0 wells. So if he can finish off Chris before he gets his tier 2 back up, it's a totally different story. But if he can't, then this is tough because those 2 wells are, you know, it's infinitely more, not quite infinitely, right, because there's void power, but it's a lot of power difference. With the Ravage and the Wintertide, that could be really hard to stop. And we see a Termite Hill there as well. Any Wintertide? Termite Hill there. Kanuepps is trying. I just think the Termite Hill is like such a cheese card. And if you'd played some other cards, it would have been a little bit different. Oh, these Rage Claws just barely surviving. This is almost interruption range. There we go. Looks like he... Oh, you don't need to erupt it because it's there's no Frost Monument. Okay, come on. Erupt it. Erupt it, Kanuepps. You can do it. You can do it. Erupt. Okay, there we go. It didn't need the eruption. And the Termite Hill is almost up. And it is up if he can Glacier it. Nope, and it dies before it gets significant damage off. Kanuepps is still down a whole well. So, yeah. Synodios... Oh, he lost his orb or he built the wrong one? I didn't quite catch what happened there. I think, yeah, Kanuepps just, I think he needs to take a well, just being behind a well so long. Oracle Trap, okay. Man, the troll's going on here. ND Club, if you're watching this, I want you to see how it's done, you know? Kanuepps is playing some very off-meta decks, and he might be losing for it, but you can see he's doing a solid job. And Chris is also a well-known player who's beaten me, so even if Kanuepps loses, he's doing a very good show. So for players who say it's not possible to succeed without non-meta decks, here you go, a non-meta deck. And to Chris, thank you very much for sharing this replay with us. Trying to kill the Termite Hill so he can retake something in the center. Morglay Trap killing 2 of those Dark Elves, which means I think it was a good trade. Chris has taken a well, so he's now +1. Or, yeah, he's still +1. Kanuepps with the Scythe Fiends. Mr. My Hill still binding power. The Nightcrawler can't nasty yet, although a couple shoot shots from the Dark Elves and they can nasty. Frost Sorceress, is it going to be a good trade? It is. Very nice. However, the Skyfire needs to get out of there. Kanuepps cleaning up the Dark Elf Assassins. And unfortunately the Frost Sorceress doesn't quite get out. And this guy is probably dying, especially with the Yoink. Lava Field is working, but not amazingly so, I'd say. And again, this 1 versus 2 wells is such a huge boost for Kanuepps, or a boost for Synodios, because he's basically got twice the income as Kanuepps. So his void power is around 400, Kanuepps is around 450, so Kanuepps definitely has a lead in terms of void power, but I'm just not sure if it's going to be enough as long as he's being behind in wells. Expect we'll see a nasty surprise there. Nice job from Chris getting his units out of the fight. And we see another Termite Hill attack. Skyfire Drake moving back. Nasty surprise could be dangerous, but again he decides not to. He motivated 1 squad of Dark Elf Assassins. These guys are dying, but the Termite Hill's getting up. And we might be seeing the Monument drop again. Chris going all in on this orb, and I expect it could drop. Kanuepps does not have the power to defend it, so I think we're trading orb for an orb. Oh, he just barely defended it. So we did not trade orb for orb. To Chris with the +1 power well, but Kanuepps is killing wells fast enough that it might be about even on power. Very nice. He needs to change the focus fire. Ooh. He needs to change the focus fire. Okay, the orb is killing those dark elves. If he gets a combo trick, there we go. And now he can kill those dark elves. Synodios with the tier 2 over there. Kanuepps is only binding 40 power, and he's basically denying both of these orb spots. So that could be a very solid move. However, Kanuepps is now +3. The relative power advantage grows and grows. These Rage Claws got stuck a little bit, and the Dread Charger should be able to nasty and kill the Morclay Trap. Rage Claw is being diverted with a Hurricane. Are we going to see Wintertide? There's the Wintertide. Feel like it would have been a little more effective to play it earlier. And Synodios is taking advantage of the fact that Fire Frost needs bound power, or needs a lot of power in one spot, and he is defending. And attacking a spot here, a little bit of roots to gain some tempo. This well should not be dropping. And we've got another Termite Hill situation. Yeah, my Phantom should be able to kite over there. If we see a Frostbite, then Synodios might be able to block this. Or maybe we'll see that mine that Kanuepps is famous for. There's the mine. And yeah, you see the mine that wasn't super effective. Termite Hill is up again. Should be able to see Glacier Shell or Kobold and keep it alive, and that'll kill the orb. However, despite losing orbs all the time, Synodios is up 2 power wells, which means that basically Kanuepps is going to have to kill an orb every minute and a half in order to stay even on power. And that seems about like the rate he's doing, but I'm not sure if it's enough. Could be. Don't want to say it's not enough, but yeah, just having 1 power well is very restricting on Kanuepps' power usage. Zen, I do not know if this is ranked or sparring. My guess would be ranked, personally. Synodios coming in with the Burrowers, and Kanuepps healing up his units a little bit. This Stormsinger, I think, is going to die an unfortunate death. Termite Hill coming out once again. And Synodios doesn't have ground presence, so he's going to try and intercept the Dread Charger. Synodios might be able to, a nasty surprise, I think, go kill it. There we go. That's the problem with Termite Hill, right? If you just made a Rage Claws at the beginning, it's a totally different situation. Now the Dark Elves are going to kill those Rage Claws very easily. Kanuepps is trying to be aggressive on multiple fronts, but Shadow Nature has such good counters. Right, like Nightcrawler is hitting the Scythe Fiends. I think it's time to run away. Synodios with that +2 wells just the whole time. It's hard, man. Yeah, my Paladin, super good against Stormsingers. However, Shadow Nature does not have a repair, so at some point the power level is going to get high enough that Kanuepps can basically just erupt through there. Yeah, we see the Oink, but Eruption is going to be able to do it. And we are back to even on wells, actually. This well just straight up ran out of power, I think. This could be Kanuepps' opening back into the game. On the other hand, Synodios has a powerful attack. These Scythe Fiends are dead. It would not surprise me horribly if Synodios is kicking a well here. There we see Scythe Fiends. The Skyfire Drake is living, but not anymore. Kanuepps does have power to Glacier Shell. Our Scythe Fiends are not super great counters, and very nice tempo play. Rage Claws to hit the units over here. We need to see some Glacier Shells, we need to see some Cobalt Tricks, otherwise Nasty Surprise will take the orb. And it will. Well, I guess they're not quite at full health. Alright, we see a Cobalt Trick. Glacier Shell a little bit late there. It's unclear if it's going to be enough. If the Paladins use their ability. And oof, dying in the Ravage, that's not what you want to see. I think one of these walls is dropping. Ooh, if the orb goes. Ooh, the orb goes. Oh, and the wall goes. Never mind, everything goes. Well, very nice push from Chris with the tier 3 move. And it looks like that is going to take the victory versus Kanuepps. Not quite a clear here, but yeah, great game. I agree, very entertaining. Chris, thank you very much for sending me this replay. I hope you send me some more replays. And this is definitely going to be one to go up on the channel. So, if you don't see this on the channel as a proper video and not as like one part of my 3-hour live stream, then you know I had some technical difficulties. Alright, we got a Mine just for hopes. Hopes and dreams, not that good. Speaking of Mine, Mine is really good if you play it with a Pure Shadow. Like a Fire Nature plus Pure Shadow 2v2. Mine is so good because you can just warp guys right onto the Mine and then you root them. And like, yeah, it's a lot of power, but Mine just does bonkers damage. Spam of Swift Claws. Not Swift Claws, Scavengers. And some Eruptions. You know, my Paladins just do so much insane damage. Look at that. And yeah, that damage reflect is just insane. Synodios is tier 3. There we go with the Ashbone Pyro. And I think Kanuepps is going to wait until he has totally killed the orb. There we go. GG. Thank you all for watching. The stream is going to continue, but for those of you watching this as a video, thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Alright, that was fun. Street Kings was a Fire Frost man. Kanuepps has confirmed he is not Street Kings. I asked him about that. Alright, Lugga. After that replay, you've got big shoes to fill. We've all got really high expectations. Howdy folks, game view today between Lugga and MrJeJe. Both of these players have played a fair bit on the stream, both against me and against each other. And speaking of which, this is a stream. I'm not sure if this is going to go up as a video. We'll see. If you guys are seeing it as a video, then obviously it was a good replay worth showing on the video. We have Lugga starting with Nature as always, and JJ starting with Frost as always. I believe these players are playing Pure Nature and Pure Frost, at least that's what they typically play. And I'll also note that Pure Nature has a massive advantage against Pure Frost, although Lugga chokes horribly, and so I think Lugga loses to JJ all the time. We'll see if that's the case today. Hi JJ, yes, you are on stream. Good to see you. Have you been lurking the whole time, or did you tune in just in time to catch this replay? Both players playing a little bit dangerous. I think technically taking any of these wells is suicide, but neither player wants to push the attack too hard. And we see the Amazon gets one hit on the Master Archers and runs away before she can get caught by Lightblade. JeJe with another +1. Lugga follows with the +1. Both players looking for a high power situation. Playing a little bit of footsies here. JeJe says he's been on for 5 minutes. Well, perfect timing. Fast tier 2 from both players. It is Pure Nature versus Pure Frost. That's predicted. JeJe with a cheeky wall. I would normally say that's pretty lame of you, but against Pure Nature, it's really not that big a deal. I think binding 50 power, or 75 power, yeah. I think that is a clear mistake. That's not gonna help you do much. White Rangers to snipe out the Parasite Swarm, I suppose. The White Rangers have both a regular attack and a long-range ability. The long-range ability does not do damage against buildings, or at least orbs and monuments. So he's going to have to go for a short-range attack. Trying to focus out the Parasite Swarm, very nice. And he could hit the Spirit Hunters as well. Lugga taking a well down at the bottom. That's a very centralized, very powerful spot to get some energy parasites going. Parasite used against the attack up here. That could allow Parasite Swarm to be devastating. And this is forcing a freeze in response to the Parasite, or the Paralyze. Freeze costs about 20 power more than the Paralyze, which is why, at least one of the reasons why, Nature is so dominating in this matchup. See an Amazon coming out this way. No energy parasites. White Rangers are keeping the Parasite Swarm zoned away. We see an Oink with the Spirit Hunters taking out damage against the White Rangers. Parasite Swarm living with a couple squads, that's really all you need. An attack going on over here, spawning a Storm Singer. The Amazon should probably hit the Storm Singer as well. Looks like the Parasite died here, but we're going to lose these White Rangers, I think. There's the Paralyze. Not sure the Paralyze was needed, but maybe he gets another Parasite Swarm out. Ghost Spear is very good against Pure Frost, especially if JeJe is not running Frost Mage. I think you should probably hit those. There we go. There's a quick orb change. This guy is still frozen. Not frozen, but paralyzed. And we see more White Rangers on the wall. Lugga, I hope you know that Hurricane will blow units off the wall. There's a Parasite. Very good. I think you should probably hit the guy with less health first. It looks like this orb is actually going to die. So I'm not going to say JeJe wasn't lame, but also Lugga, you could have done that. This binding is 75 power. You could have blown him off the wall and done stuff, I think. Yep, JeJe is microing fine. Was that an Envenom? I think that was an Envenom, which, or maybe it was just a Parasite. It looked a lot like an Envenom. Oh, actually, I guess JeJe had, or Lugga, I guess Lugga had +1 well. So not too horrible to lose the orb, although he does need to retake it. And there we go, retaking in the center. Lugga, you forgot Hurricane, as in you forgot you had Hurricane, or you forgot to bring Hurricane in your deck? Both are bad, but one is worse than the other. JeJe taking a well also. And Lugga got 100 power out of this well, so actually everybody's even. We see that the tunnel play from Triggs has inspired Lugga and other nature players to do this. Oh, Lugga forgot it works against units on walls. Yes, it does. Yep. So actually, most tier 2s have a response against walls that's fairly decent. Any nature splash has Hurricane, and every nature splash should be running Hurricane. Pure Shadow has Nether Warp. All Shadow splashes have Aura of Corruption. Pure Fire has Wildfire does decently. Bandit's Minefield does decently. So shouldn't be too many splashes that can't do much. I guess Fire Frost is one of the worst ones to have. Or maybe Pure Frost. Those two factions are not very good about getting units off the walls, but they've got Building Protect, so it's still not like horrible. Nice job from MrJeJe hitting these Parasite Swarms. Yeah, exactly. Zen pointing out that the Burrower Spit also works, so you got a lot of options. Nice oink, but JJ's gonna get some units to kill these guys. There we go. Lugga doing the thing you're not supposed to do, which is to attack when you're down in trading units. And it looks like he's gonna try and just, oh, no, he can escape. Never mind. I guess that is a thing you can do when you can escape like that. And this is gonna bait out all these War Eagles, which is gonna get taken over by Parasite Swarms. We got a freeze, but we can see more Parasite Swarms come out. Lugga, you got a lot of power. You didn't play your power limit, man. Parasite on the Eagle there with a Ice Shield to save it. I expect we're losing this well, but Lugga might be able to get a... Never mind. Killed those Parasites. Or not those Parasites, killed those, yeah, Parasites. Parasite Swarms, killed them. I think between the Parasite and Spirit Tender Venom, we are going to be killing the rest of this army. JJ could have split maybe a little bit better so the Parasite doesn't move around so much. But Lugga doing a great job keeping everybody CC'd so that the Parasite does hit everybody. One of the changes to Parasite is it now hits 10 units, which very good against large armies like this. With some CC, of course.
Your forces are under attack.
There's a freeze. Or not a freeze, a paralyze. Both players even on wells again, and we've got a bit of a split attack going there. Nice job with the Parasite Swarm. It can take over this War Eagle. Very nice. That is going to be pretty huge. If this Parasite Swarm can do something, the Orb can kill this guy. And we got two swaps. That is, and we with the heals. We have not quite killed there. JJ with a good counter to kill War Eagles. That's part of why you would rather kept your ground units, but I think with the attack on all spots, sacrificing this War Eagle to kill it as well, and it kills the well, so that's good. You might even see a second well killed. Unfortunately, there's no ground presence to make sure that well dies. Oh, this well does die. Lugga pushing in with the attack, get another heal, and JJ might be falling apart. JJ's got the Kobold. And JJ got the deep one. So this guy should run away and save your unbound unit while you can. Yeah, you definitely want to save these unbound units because they're so strong. He's in a bad trading pattern. He can't escape so easily. So can we get a heal? No, Lugga, you don't want to let your unbound units die. There's a freeze to take out Parasite Swarm. Lugga hitting the unit which is being healed by the Scallop Templar, and so you can see there's almost no, Scallop Templar heals a lot. Nice splash damage from the Scallop Templar hitting the Parasite. MrJeJe with the Storm Singer. I think that Burrower's gonna die. Parasite, decent option versus Scallop Templar. I'm not sure it's gonna kill, but it is gonna... Okay, I guess it would have killed. Requiring an area ice shield. There's another freeze. Is it hitting everybody? It is. Of course, Spirit Hunters would be a good choice here. Paralyze, countering the freeze more effectively, more power effectively at least. And very nice, more Parasite. He could hit out the Storm Singer and then swap the War Eagle. Instead, it looks like he's going for a little bit of an attack on the bottom side. JeJe now bringing his units into an attack. We got a nice full map fight here, which again benefits nature because it's a lot easier to land a swap than it is to prevent a swap. And Lugga has swapped for this War Eagle, which is going to be pretty devastating. Lugga's got some units here that get in the fight. We got in the fight going here, and Lugga's trying to defend over here. Lugga's defense is working very nicely, although his middle units are not doing that much. We see a freeze coming down here. Fortunately, no units to kill the freeze, which is going to continue to advance Lugga's agenda. Meanwhile, JeJe goes tier 3. So we're going to see if JeJe can stop the attack. Frost Shard doing very well, plus the Silver One Lancers. Lugga's got some units bound tier 1, tier 2 there, and there. Although playing tier 3 versus tier 2 against pure nature is not necessarily the best strategy because the Parasite Swarm can take over all your units. JeJe is defending what he needs to defend so far. Although we'll see how things go here, and if the Silver Lancers manage to get a swap out. Nice root from Lugga. I think that was probably a Frost Shard to kill the Parasite Swarm there. And Lugga is already out of Parasite Swarm charges. That is not unsurprising. Parasite Swarm is a card you play a whole lot versus Pure Frost. And being out of charges in a tier 2 versus tier 3 situation is not a spot you want to be in. Lugga, however, does have map control, so he has the option to go for a tier 3 on either side, potentially before he gets overrun. Yes, JeJe, you did have a Scalp sitting there all day, although I think you pulled it in to do something at some point. There you go. Not sure what you brought in to fight, maybe to heal something. JeJe's got a lot of units in defense, which means that Lugga is free to grab a tier 3. We repaired up here, we defended up there, and now let's see if JeJe can launch a multi-attack everywhere. Parasite Swarm, hoping to swap with something. Even more Silver One Lancers. There we go, swapping for this out of Silver One Lancers. However, there's more coming. Deep One is countered by Silver One Lancers, but these Silver Lancers don't have full health. And Deep One's super good at utility, so maybe not the worst choice. Got a bunch of Silver One Lancers here moving out. This Silver One Lancers trading well against the Timeless One, and this Deep One also trading well. So Lugga doing his best trades despite being tier 2 versus tier 3. Although JeJe has tons and tons of power. So perhaps JeJe is actually, is that Lugga? Both players have tons and tons of power. You need to use your power, come on. Lugga, go tier 3. JeJe, play like an Avatar Frost or play just an absurd number of units, like just spam Tremors or something. See an oink there. Paralyze. There's a Tremor. JeJe still got 300 power, so he can play more Tremors. I'd be very surprised if JeJe isn't able to bring this home. Hitting out the Deep One there. Nice attack. And it looks like JeJe is kicking these positions. Oh, Lugga, you're running without tier 3. I see. Yes, that does indeed make a difference. I guess I should suppose when you had the tunnel that you were cutting tier 3. Well, yeah. Either way, thank you for sending the game. I do think that tier 3 could have made the difference here. But well played, both players. I don't think anybody would have suspected you two were both very brand new to PvP. For those of you watching in the video, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next game. Alright, I think that just about runs me out of replays. I've got some replays from Dylan, who wanted some coaching, although he seems to be offline now, so we can just save those for another stream. Not sure if we've got any PvP folks online. So how about I do a one deck challenge? Actually, I've had people asking about my Codebreaker challenge. Let me check if I still have that replay. Actually, let's first do that. It's probably broken. Oh, here we go. Can I open it? Alright, we can try. Let's take a look at this replay, which was my Codebreaker attempt. So my strategy actually is to start with Werebeast, because Werebeasts are super good. I realized just now I could have... We'll see what happens. I realized just now I could have optimized even further and played my Werebeast up here. But the general strategy is that I'm taking my wells as fast as possible, and by using Werebeast micro, I can actually clear this base. So I guess the Codebreaker challenge is to beat Guns of Lair totally solo without repairing this wall. So you can, can't repair the wall at all. Cannot build any walls either. So what I'm doing, I'm baiting these guys out with Werebeast. I'm going to take these wells at the time because this is going to take some micro. And so if I bait out one Twilight Slayers, I can engage him and fight. Meanwhile, I'm going to let this wall just kind of go. I could play a Hurricane to buy time, but actually Glaciation is so strong here that 90% of the wall's life is going to be had after I get tier 2. I'm going to engage these guys again, try and bait out the Twilight Slayers. I've got all my wells built. There we go. I bait out the Twilight Slayers. Nope, nope, not quite. There we go. Bring them out. I can solo them with Werebeast too. And this way I'm spending as little power as possible to really be as efficient with my power as I can be. Then I'm going to go tier 2 with Frost, so that can give me Glaciation. And Glaciation is basically going to hold the wall for the rest of the fight. You can see that units are coming to attack the King's Fortress, so I need to defend against them very slightly, but again, I'm trying to get tier 3 up as fast as possible before that's an issue. Now my Werebeasts are going to come by here. Also, as soon as I get tier 2, I'm basically going to spam Glaciation here, so we won't worry about that too much. We're just going to look at the path my Werebeasts are taking. Have I got... yeah, there's the Glaciation on the wall. And I'm going to come by here and try to grab a well down here and maybe the tier 3 down there. We got a root so that the units don't come attack me. And I should be spamming Glaciation. There we go, it's on this side of the wall. They attack me here. I'm gonna oink. There's Glaciation again. And as long as I engage the Twilight Slayers one by one, Werebeast will win this fight. So that's what I'm doing. I should be playing Glaciation again. I do in fact have it. And all the units are going to be trying to kill this wall segment, which is going to buy so much time. So like half of the wall segment's life is on this last segment. So yeah, killing these Twilight Slayers, I can grab the well here. And then I'm going to try and sneak over here to grab this well. And if I kill my unit in time, actually I'm going to, I kill my unit, I'm going to grab the well, kill my unit, and then I won't get aggroed to the base. There we go, grab the well, kill my units, and because of the Fog of War, they can't see me, so they're going to walk back. Meanwhile, you can see everybody's trying to hit this wall segment, but because of the number of units that can attack, most of the units are just standing around. So this is just buying me a tremendous amount of time, enough to grab tier 3. In fact, not even tier 3, I'm going to grab these walls first before I go tier 3. see, we keep attacking down here, and I'm going to go for a double nature so I can enlighten some stuff. At least I recall that's my strategy. You can see I'm waiting for some power. Still waiting for power. And you can see that this wall is still holding as long as I remember to cast Glaciation as soon as the old one is running out. Another Glaciation. And I should have tier 3 in just a second. And you can see we've been playing for almost 5 minutes. So we're even going to have tier 3 before the wave of Swift Claws come. My second orb is Nature. Again, you can see how much this wall holds, and it's even going to hold more once we're down to one segment. My tier 3 is up. We've got about 200 power, so we're going to wait for Enlightenment, plus my surprise card, which I guess, ironically, it's a card you guys have been seeing a lot of recently. Never mind, I'm going for some Swamp Drakes, because I can get some faster, basically one Swamp Drake, or maybe two, can like clear all of this. So I'm just getting that Swamp Drake out a little bit earlier to start clearing. As long as I can Glaciation, these guys are going to just stand around awkwardly, not hitting anything, because there's only a certain number of units that can hit each segment. And I'm having the Swamp Drake clear this path. Rogan's Fortress is holding up for now, although I'm definitely going to have to support it at some point. Played shield building just to keep this alive. Probably an oink back here would have been better, but that's how it goes. Everybody's attacking this wall, and by everybody I mean like 3 units, and the rest of them standing around trying to hit it. I'm gonna get my Swamp Drake out to do something. Rogan's Fortress is defending itself a little bit. And this wall segment continues to hold. We're holding it for well more than 6 minutes at this point, just with glaciation and no repairs. We got 370 power. I think around 500 power is how much we need to play the Enlightenment plus the card I want to play. Another glaciation. You can see I'm hitting it at the corner there to get out of range of these guys' attack. The fortress is about to be attacked. And I am... Okay, I enlightened something. Where did I enlighten and where? Oh, there we go. I enlightened a Sky Elf Commander, actually. I was supposed to enlighten something else, but I kind of gave up, and I just went for the Sky Elf Commander. And if I do this, I can keep my well alive, as long as I can get a good angle away from the units. It's basically going to be like what happened to the wall, where everybody like stands around and tries to repair the wall. Did I not enlighten any other unit? Yeah, I think I didn't. Unfortunately, I think I'm having some difficulty hitting this position. It's also possible that this is a broken replay and we're not seeing what actually happened. So it's possible I'll have to redo this one live for you guys. Let me go ahead and skip forward and see what's going on. Okay, I enlightened something. Where's the card I enlightened? Yeah, the Swamp Drake I think should be doing something. There's a Kobold Engineer. Yes, I think we desynced something. And I don't have the cards I thought I had. Yes, because the fortress just died, so we've definitely desynced. Alright. Well then I guess we're going to have to try and do this live. How about that? Let me get some more water, and then we'll try and Codebreaker live. I guess I might as well share the deck I'm playing. So let me go look at the challenge, which is where. Here we go. This achievement is called Codebreaker, which is to beat Dwarven Riddle and Guns of Lear on expert difficulty solo without playing any buildings, walls, or repairing the walls. So you can see I've got no buildings in this deck. We'll go through the deck in a second after I grab some water. Right. Zen asks, does Kobold Engineer trigger into a failure state? I am not sure what happened. That replay was broken, so something was changed since I played that, which actually means my strategy might not work anymore. Something was changed, so we'll see what it is that broke it. My strategy should still work. Hopefully I'm good enough to execute. I don't want to spend all day doing this. If I can't manage, then this is not what I'm going to spend my whole day doing, but I did it once. Hopefully we'll get it my first try when I try again. So, and seeing that replay was good, so I remember, you know, I did a whole lot of things working to figure out what strategies would work, so now that I saw the micro there, I should be okay. Hi Bird, this is the Codebreaker challenge. I did it. We were watching the replay broke, so I am just going to try and redo it live. We'll see if it works. I have high hopes, but maybe not. We saw in the replay was basically the hard part, so I jogged my memory about what the hard part is, and I think we should be okay. Yes, so the basic strategy you guys saw was to use my Werebeast, and you micro everything to win stuff with the Werebeast. The Roots is good on that one spot with the Archers. Heal is just a good card. It's more of an emergency card. I don't think I actually need it. Manuel asks, can I give you BattleForge points? I will not give you BattleForge points. I will give you a timestamp reward, which is the typical... speaking of which, I should give timestamp rewards, but as you know from every stream, whoever comments with the timestamp of when things happen, I guess there's a combination of being the first person to post, but like the first person to post good enough that I copy and paste. So whoever's timestamp reward, I copy and paste into my stream. I give them a booster reward, which is a random number of boosters between 0 and 8 boosters. And so I do that every stream. So speaking of which, I do have some to give out. I'll give them out a little bit later, if I remember. So Manuel, I will not give you free BattleForge points, but I will give you a booster reward if you want to timestamp my video. So moving on to explaining how this deck works. We've got Werebeasts. They're going to run around to do the micro. We've got 2 cards to support them. Then I've got Sky Elf Templar and Sky Elf Commander, which are going to be pretty defensive. I've got Glaciation to hold the wall for super long. I've got a Kobold Engineer to help out against the defense building. Then I've got some Tier 4 cards, and I'm going to Enlighten to make a super awesome defense, which is basically going to be Enlightenment or Shadow Worm plus Viridia to defend, because Viridia works based on the unit's 3% of their maximum life points, which is pretty significant with the Shadow Worm. So Shadow Worm Viridia is actually a pretty good combo. And I've got both Virdias so they can combo with each other, or I can make 2 different spots. And then once I graduate from Virdia, I will Enlighten Dreadnought, and so I'll do a Shadowworm Dreadnought Winter Witch ability. Then I've got the Ice Tornado to tell the map to end. And that's the basic strategy we're going to see on this deck. Bird asks me if I've watched the ranked PvP replay yet. I don't know what you're talking about. Did you send me one on Discord? I don't know what replay you're talking about. I did watch Lugga's replay, and I did watch... I forgot his name. I watched Decris's replay. One from Damakra. Oh no, I haven't watched that one yet. That's a good point. So we know what we're doing after we attempt Codebreaker. I need to watch Damakra's, that's right. I forgot the most important one. For now, I'll do Codebreaker, and actually, how about I turn the recording so I will re-explain some of this stuff, I suppose, as if we're recording for a video, because we are recording for a video. Howdy folks, we are doing a Codebreaker challenge. We're doing it actually live right now on a live stream and posting it as a video later. So if you hear me responding to people's comments, that's what the comments are. It is people asking me questions on the live stream. So to give you an idea of the basic strategy of the deck, actually I think I can start moving right now. First thing we're going to do is micro our Werebeasts better than Trigs. And I want to bait out these archers so I can fight them one-on-one. Actually, let me go over here and grab this well. There we go. We got the archers out. So we can fight these archers. Should be able to win. And we'll grab this well over here. Okay, we'll heal up the Werebeast just a little bit. This wall basically is going to have to be fine until I... Yeah, Werebeast will be fine. We'll try and bait out the other archer. And basically, as long as both archers are gone, you can take this orb without fighting the rest of the army. And that's the trickiest part, basically, is microing these guys just right. So the archers keep fighting, but everybody else goes away. There we go.
They are attacking the king's fortress. Stop them.
I might need a heal. I'm going to try and be greedy and avoid the heal, but if I need it, I need it.
The twilight will launch a huge attack soon. Hurry.
We didn't need it.
Prepare all the cannons.
Okay, grab that orb there. Frost, and we've got Frost. We can start the glaciation process. And basically I'm going to have to glaciation as soon as I can every single time.
Enemies lay siege to your base.
Okay, glaciation. Nope, that didn't go. Okay, glaciation. We're gonna walk around here. Alright. I might have messed up. I think they're not supposed to see me. Oh, glaciation. I definitely did not glaciation in time. So we possibly messed that up. It's a hard thing I'm trying to do. And we'll glaciation again. How's my Werbeast looking? We might need to heal you. Yeah, I'll just heal you. Just to be safe. We've got the power, actually. Okay. Glaciation. Yeah, we'll just glaciation again. Gonna run over here, grab the well. And they'll walk calmly away from my well. I think I can grab this well. Give me glaciation again. And we're going to go tier 3. I'm going to start with a Swamp Drake. Actually, now this is the part where I'm not super... I don't super remember what the optimal strategy is. I think I'm going to go tier 3, and I'm going to try and make both the Swamp Drake and a Kobold Engineer to defend some stuff. How are we doing here? Let's get one more glaciation. And we'll go tier 3 nature. And the strategy at this point is to play Enlightenment for 4 specific cards, or 3 specific cards, but the first one is going to be this guy. But before I do that, I'm going to make a Swamp Drake to just start clearing some stuff. Get my tier 4 out as soon as possible. Being greedy, basically. Actually, I'm feeling a little bit... oh, I should have done that. Okay, I think I'm actually going to need to be less greedy. And I'm going to go straight for my Enlightenment Sky Elf Commander combo, which is going to cost 340 power. And then I'm going to need to get a Kobold Engineer up there. So, here we go, 340 power. So we're going to lose one well. The other well should be fine. Then I'm going to play a Sky Elf Templar. And hopefully we'll see the same thing happen. Basically that everybody's going to stand around these 2 wells trying to kill them. I make a Kobold Engineer. Oh, he got a little bit off center. Nope, this is... Oh no, that's bad. That's bad. We might be losing this, actually. Just... Okay. He's helping here. Okay. Possibly we are losing this. I can click the health bars if I want to click on something. Well, I'm trying to click my well. That's what I'm trying to click on. I guess we can try and do the same thing over here. Save one well at least. But I think everyone's gonna run past me. Yeah, we didn't win. We need to restart. We'll give this one more shot. I did not glacier enough. Howdy folks, we are attempting a live Codebreaker challenge. I've played this a couple times on stream already. This is in fact originally recorded on stream. If I've succeeded, you are seeing it as a replay, as a video. If I haven't succeeded, then you're listening to me on stream for the second or third time in a row as I try to redo this. So strategy here, start with the Mermaids. I want to bait out the archers, these guys. If I can bait them out just right, then only they'll follow me. Let me grab this well. There we go. And the werebees can solo them. Now the Codebreaker challenge is to beat... Oh, Lugga. Okay. I failed my last game because I was not able to get my Sky Elf Templar to heal, to repair the well. That wasn't a fault of my ability to click on the well, as Lugga is guessing. It's just because the enemy unit has an anti-magic field, which disrupts the Sky Elf Templar. So my positioning for getting my Sky Elf Templar into that anti-magic field was not quite good enough. So that's what was going on last time, Lugga. For the rest of us, we're trying to get... Alright, come on, if we can get this guy to run away. There we go. And we should be able to solo him. We cannot repair that well if we want to get our achievement. And we're going to go for tier 2 as fast as possible. There we go. Tier 2. And because we killed those two archers, these guys can't see my orb, and my orb can't see them. So all's going to be good. This wall is still holding up, and I'll hold up until we get Glacier Shell, or not Glacier Shell, Glaciation. So now I'm going to run to grab my tier 3 as soon as possible. I really wish there was like a bar here where they could tell you how far you're... You know, I want to be super greedy. No, I think if I take that, it gets attacked. I think that's why I don't take that orb. There's a reason I never take that position. Alright, here we go. Glaciation. Gonna run around this guy. We're gonna root these guys. Oh, I should have glaciationed. Then we're gonna attack these guys. And we need to remember to spam glaciation as soon as cooldown is available. I think I actually got a bad RNG or bad. Basically, this wall took a lot of damage. I think that's going to be a problem. Maybe not, but I think it could be. All right. Now we're going to run around here. We've got a few more seconds. Let's just glaciation now. Then I'm going to run my units around here, just in range that I can grab the power well. So I'll push F to stop, grab the power well, kill my units, and they cannot see my well, so they're going to keep walking. Then I grab my second well. And we're just going to, for the next minute or so, glaciation as soon as possible. So right now we're basically waiting for my tier 3 to go up. And the strategy for tier 3, the safe strategy is Enlighten Sky Elf Commander plus Sky Elf Templar on one of these wells. And that's basically going to make the well invincible. The whole army is just going to be stuck hammering against this well and not spawning more guys. The more ambitious way... Oh, I should probably... Nope. Oh, that's bad. Oh, I've got another segment over here. Actually, that may not be horrible. Maybe that's a good thing, actually, the way that they all ended up being split. The more ambitious way is to directly make a Sky Elf, to make a Shadow Worm. I think we're going to go for the less ambitious way first.
Hurry. Clear the engineer's path.
Okay. Tier 3 is up. Oh. Initiation. Alright, that's kind of bad. Can I... Okay, that's pretty bad, actually. I'll play that. I will play this. Need 100 power.
Hurry. Clear the engineer's path.
Then I need to get a Sky Elf Templar, which I've got over here. There we go, and that should be essentially invincible. Now we're going to get a Cobalt Engineer to heal the building.
A power well is under attack.
Yeah, exactly. That's fine. That should be indefinite as long as the Razor Claw Twilight Negator, as long as he doesn't get close enough to disrupt my guys. And I'll make a Sky Elf or Swamp Drake. Oh.
Rally all troops. Hurry. Clear the engineer's path. A power well is under attack.
Yeah, let's get Birdie out here. That is still holding strong. Swamp Drake should be able to kill these guys, no problem. And now I need a Shadow Worm. So Shadow Worm is going to cost 250 plus 240, so about 500 power.
Hurry. Clear the engineer's path.
I think these guys are still unable to attack us. There we go, yep. Should be okay. Swamp Drake is still trying to take this guy. There we go. And we get our first Shadow Worm.
Engineer's path.
Let's drop the Surge of Light, keep Verdi alive. We're doing just fine over there.
Clear the engineer's path.
Yep, no problem there. We can probably get a second Shadow Worm out. Gonna get my Swamp Drake back here if we can. Yep, all good there. And the Swamp Drake, we can kind of forget about him as he kills everything over there. We enlighten at 400 and 500 power. Actually, I think I'm gonna want my Shadow Worm at the bottom. Oh, some guys are moving. That's what we're supposed to do. Swamp Drake here is still taking out people. And we'll get our second Verdia out here. Our card play is blocked. There we go. We can heal if we need to. Let's actually get you positioned slightly at a better angle. And I think we might need to drop some heals over here. Did I lose Verdia here? I think I did. The Shadow Worm is holding up just fine. Swamp Drake. The Shadow Worm could use a heal. Can I focus these guys? That's a lot of anti-air. Oh, I can get him here like this. Bring the Shadow Worm this way. Kill a couple more folks. And I think we can... Oh, I lost... that's fine. I'll come over here and grab the... Well, oh! Got paralyzed. That's not good. And throw up the tree spirits, why not? Okay, I think that Shadow Worm's holding fine. Ooh, this Shadow Worm needs some help. Oh, I lost. Okay, that's not good. Not good, not good. My wife just came in and talked to me at that moment when I should have healed. I think we lost this. I can't play this on it, can I? Oh, I can. Okay, that's going to be, nope, that did nothing. Alright. So that's the strategy. You can see I obviously would have won if I had healed in time, if my wife hadn't come up to me and asked me something. But we're going to stop that challenge for now. If you guys really want to replay, I will continue working on it. But that's about as much as I want to do right now. Bird has pointed out that there's a very awesome PvP replay that I need to check out. So let me load that one up. We put it here. Let me go talk to my wife for a second to see what she was trying to... hold up a sign and ask me to read. Alright folks, cleared that up with my wife. I died for a bagel. Do you guys have good bagels here? We do have good bagels in the US. Let's take a look at that replay. Get some sparkling water ready. And this is a replay I've been anticipating for a while, so I'm glad I finally got it sent. Bird, I'm not sure if you've watched it yet, or if this is your first chance you're going to watch it. Howdy folks, we've got a game for you between Damakra and Carofex. Damakra starting Frost, Carofex starting Shadow. To give you a bit of backstory on this, Damakra is a fairly new player, I guess slightly, he started maybe a month before Lugga. Carofex is one of the top rated players right now. We can think about why that was, actually. Well, we've got a while. We can go with all the backstory. Carofex is famous for Q dodging people. In other words, he only ranks against players that he knows he's going to beat. He doesn't rank against people that he could beat. So as we were talking about being annoyed that Carofex was ranked number 1 above players who would clearly beat him if they played, actually, we were discussing about how we could possibly smurf or possibly change our names to like sneak attack Carofex. And as this replay was going on, we saw that Damakra was playing against Carofex. And not only was Damakra playing against Carofex, Damakra had been playing against Carofex for 20 minutes. So we were all very excited. We were saying, wow, Damakra last 20 minutes against Carofex. So here's the game. We can actually see that Damakra, the game lasted about 30 minutes, all the way to the end, and we're going to see what's happened. I have not seen this replay before, so I don't know what's going to happen. Caro being greedy with a +1 in, but he's getting these archers, so Carofex certainly has an advantage right now. He is +1 against Damakra's units. So the question is if Damakra is going to try and push or go +1 himself, or go even up on the wells. Damakra looks like he wants to gain some map control, so he'll go even slightly later, actually losing about 15 power. Caro is pushing really hard with some Daze units. I don't like the way that looks. I think that, oh, okay, nice job getting that unit out. So Caro might be able to hold this, or not hold it, but not lose. Ooh, slight miss micro with the Stormsinger. That's gonna die. So overall, yeah, Caro looking very strong. Despite complaining about Caro, I don't think he should be number 1. He is a very good player, quite likely better than I am. So I don't want to say Caro's not a good player. Far from it. And Caro's, yeah, so far traded very nicely. We got an oink from Damakra, which is going to help Damakra trade pretty well in return. Caro getting this guy healed up. No frostbite. Caro getting that guy out. However, the Nightcrawler was frenzied, and Stone Shards have a lot of health. I would not be surprised if they win. In fact, I think it's quite likely they're going to live. So, okay, Damakra has traded back up evenly. You can see Damakra has played about 100 power more than Caro, but Damakra's got 100 power extra in the field, so all is good. Caro looking like he wants to go for another greedy position. Damakra going straight for the trade. Good idea. Caro getting his unit out of the way. Frostbite would be pretty helpful on either side. Damakra's units are low health. That could be fixed with a freeze, but I think Caro's going to get this. There we go. Caro trading quite well, and he should be safe to take that well whenever he gets power. Damakra going slow with a Viridia. That is something you don't see every day, especially when Stonekin has access to really great sustain over time like Crystal Fiend. Technically, actually Viridia anti-combos with Stonekin. I think. I'm not sure, actually. So, I guess philosophical debate about this while the armies move up. The Stonekin units are, okay, nice freeze, but nice oink, and oink is going to be more efficient, plus Viridia's heal is going to give them more time, so this exchange is definitely beneficial for Damakra. However, Carofex is getting a unit over here that is going to die to Lightblade. There we go. Freeze is also going to last slightly longer than oink, but I think Damakra still got the better end of that. Nasty, not quite in time. Damakra is going to get a Kobold in time. Nope, yes. There we go. Kobold just in time. As I was saying, Stonekin's passive is basically that the units take 15% less damage. However, their stats are basically like if you added 15% health to their stats, and that's kind of like their stat efficiency as pretty much as good as every other unit. So the benefit of this is basically that healing is more valuable because like for, I don't know, for 100 points of healing, you get kind of like 115 effective life points because of the way that works. By the way, very nice job from Damakra. Oink countering with freeze. This Viridia should probably get a little bit closer. There we go. Nightcrawler dies, and hitting the guy I wouldn't recommend because he's going to come out of daze, but overall not a big deal. Caro deciding to go +1. I think that is a little bit dangerous because after Damakra defends this, Damakra could get a killer attack going if he decides not to go +1 himself. And it looks like indeed he is going for an attack. I'm excited to see this. I think that might be what happens. Back to the Stonekin debate. So I wonder which is more efficient. The fact that Stonekin, like if Stonekin is anti-healing with Viridia, right? Like if you assume that these guys have 15% less health, that means that Viridia heals them like 15% less healing compared to if they had a higher health bar. On the other hand, you know, like just the way the damage works, they're kind of getting more. So I'm kind of curious if you guys, or if somebody's done the math and can tell me if that is more effective or less effective. Okay, we've got a big R of Corruption. The power is pretty high, so I wouldn't be surprised if Caro's... Oh, but this is now vulnerable, so Caro is probably going to kill a couple of this stuff, but the rest of it... okay, Lyrish for some big nasties. That's going to be a big nasty, killing the Crystal Fiend. That could have been microed slightly better. However, the situation is still that that's going to get nasties also. There we go. Okay, Damakra is failing the attack a little bit, although he had an absolutely killer attack, especially getting out through the R of Corruption. We're going to see an oink. Damakra should probably split his units a little bit. Okay, we're seeing an oink. Focus on this guy, that's good. We micro around the Nightcrawler and focus on him. Okay, so far Caro has solidly gained a 20 power advantage, again, just by having his power up well a little bit earlier. Damakra's got a lot of power, so Damakra could be thinking about going tier 3. I think Damakra tends to play a full tier 3. I could be wrong though, usually he's got both Viridia and Crystal Fiend, so those are two cards I'd expect you would play if you're playing no tier 3 at all. But indeed it looks like Damakra is playing a full tier 3 with Nature as the third orb. That is not something you see every day. Maybe he's playing Shrine of Memory or something. I'm very confused about Damakra's deck. I haven't seen Spirit Hunters at all. So maybe he's playing, yeah, maybe he's just playing without Spirit Hunters. And maybe he's playing just in a way that's really good against Caro because Caro is not being that aggressive. We got a Rage Flame versus a Freeze. However, Damakra still has plenty of power, so Caro's attack is not going to succeed, I think. We see 2 cards in Damakra's tier 3. 3 cards with the Thunderstorm. So Damakra is already playing a full tier 3. I suspect he's playing at least 1 card. He might even have a 5-card tier 3, which means that either he's got like no tier 1, or he's... oh, here's Caro's tier 3, and he's going for Nature also. So it's like a weird Stonekin versus Stonekin fight. Oh, Shrine of Memory. That's getting nasty though, or it's not. Oh, Shrine of Memory does go up. That is going to be pretty big. I am now understanding how this replay took so long. Yeah, so I'm not sure what Damakra is playing, but I need to see his deck, because that's weird. I feel like you shouldn't be able to do Crystal Fiend and Viridia and have all this other stuff. Maybe he's skipping cards like Glacier Shell. Nice job getting the knockback. And Swamp Drake. It's like, does Damakra's whole deck tier 3? Freeze versus... Oh, Freeze actually hit everybody. I think Damakra could have split just slightly better and been okay. Also, Damakra, come on, what is this? Regular Swamp Drake? What are you, a popper? Come on, promo. I'm just kidding. But actually, I do think promo Swamp Drake is like a really cool unit. I used to play Swamp Drake a whole lot just because I liked the promo so much. Now I think Swamp Drake got a buff, and so it's genuinely a good unit. But yeah, nice job on Carofex getting a well down. However, oh, is Carofex playing? They're both playing Thunderstorm? What's going on here? Okay. Both players running Thunderstorm. Damakra taking this well back because who cares? He's got Shrine of Memory. His Void Return is infinite. So it is now the question of, is Caro's micro good enough to overcome Shrine of Memory? 2 Shrine of Memories. I don't think the second one is valuable personally. Because it's binding, like, well, it's only binding 120. I guess it's not horrible. But yeah, this is like, they're both running Rage Flame. They're both running Thunderstorm. We got Grigori. Grigori Swamp Drakes are pretty good against Grigori, especially if we get a root before that Grigori actually gets in danger. No root. All right. Maybe root is one of the cards that Damakra cut for his tier 3. I don't know. I'm just confused by the like huge tier 2. Quick! What? What is this tier 3? My goodness. I'm entertained. Are you guys entertained? And not only entertained, this is a good match. Carofex absolutely a top player, and Damakra holding his own, so he's certainly not bad either. I know Lugga's happy to see the Quick. And we got our freeze, but the Grigori is already dead. This Shrine of Memory putting in a ton of value. You can see that Carofex has 600 power locked away in his Void. Damakra has unlocked most of that power. Now granted, 240 of that is bound in the Shrine of Memories, but still it's a ton of power in there. Got some Swamp Drakes attacking. Another Quick versus Swamp Drake. I expect we'd see a heal. No? No heal? Okay, there's a heal. You can see asleep too. Thunderstorm. Damakra is not quite getting out of range with Thunderstorm and losing 2 units for it, so an effective Thunderstorm. Caro microing out this Swamp Drake here. We got Rage Flame there. And Damakra has lost a lot of guys, however, Shrine of Memory, so who even cares? He's getting 35 void power per second compared to Caro's 13 void power. So Damakra's income is 3 times higher than Caro's. We've got a Thunderstorm. Caro is kicking that well. I think he was being kind of greedy. I think Yuki Nasty would have been better. And Caro's getting some tremendous value in that Thunderstorm. However, I just don't think that you're making up for the Shrine of Memory. I guess one good thing about having 2 Shrine of Memories is a bit of redundancy, because even if he kills one, the other one's going to stay online. And Queek is getting out from that Rage Flame. Like, I don't want to say Queek is a bad unit. Queek is a very fun unit. I just think that, yeah, just the stats are not quite there, and you can only make 1. To me, that's the biggest downside, only making 1. Okay, Damakra is running Root, and with the Thunderstorm, that is getting some high value. Damakra's got his Shrine of Memory up. He's attacking with Rage Flames here. They're getting Thunderstorm back. This is just a Thunderstorm Fest. Grigori killing out the Swamp Drake. We're getting that Rage Flame out. Focusing out here. Thunderstorm. This Rage Flame is staying alive. We're getting a heal. No heal. So Lugga's comment that he thinks Queek is overall better than Swamp Drake, despite only being able to make 1 at a time. I would say that per unit, yes, 1 Queek is better than 1 Swamp Drake. However, overall, I'm still going to give the edge to Swamp Drake, because Swamp Drake is just, you can make more than 1, right? Like, I feel like any flying unit is a kind of niche tier 3 card that you should probably only be playing once you've got tons of, like a big tier 3. And if you got a big tier 3, you want to be making more than 1. Like, maybe I could see it if you ran Queek and Fire Nature with, like, Giant Slayer plus Queek as your tier 3, maybe. But even then, Caro is continuing to out-micro Damakra. He has kicked 2 of Damakra's wells, although it just really doesn't matter because Damakra's got enough wells to keep going, and he's got the Shrine of Memory. Queek microing well against the Rage Flame. We might see this Swamp Drake ability is also super good. I guess it's not a big deal because he got frozen, but I think we're still trading 1 Rage Flame for 1 Rage Flame. This might come down to charges. And Caro, we've seen so far, has 3 unit types: Grigori, Rage Flame, and Queek. And Queek only has 4 charges. So if it comes down to charges, Swamp Drake are absolutely going to kick Queek's butt. And that might be the reason that Caro wins. It's, you know, wouldn't this be a great solution to the debate of, is he still getting lightning? No, he's not. This Queek, I will admit, is getting tons of value in the trade. However, if it comes down to charges, I think the Queek is going to be out of charges. Oh man, this looks pretty devastating. Caro might be winning here. Although the timer's not out, so I guess he's not winning. Thunderstorm, really good. And it looks like Caro is out of tier 3 units. That's why he's making a Lost Reaver. He should Nasty. Yeah, he should Nasty. He's just being lazy, I guess. Even now he should Nasty. Carofex kicking 2 more wells, or at least 1 more well, I'm not sure. The Nasty not quite worth it. And Damakra holding here. We get to see a heal. Nope. Is he getting these 2 wells? He might still get both his wells. However, it's a charge game, and Caro's out of charges. Damakra is maybe out of charges, but he's got an extra unit that's not running out of charges to the same extent. Queek is also kind of staying out of the fight. Got a Thunderstorm, killing most of that. Damakra is holding only down 1 well in exchange tons of Void Power with Void Return. Kind of annoying. This Swamp Drake is slightly out of position. Thunderstorm. Is he killing the Quick? He is. Some tier 1 units. Splitting to avoid the Thunderstorm. Grigori very good against even extra large units. We see the Viridia for I don't know why. Maybe he's out of charges too. Swamp Drake could do with the heal. Damakra is really out of power. Can't even manage the heal. Caro is pushing here. Might get this orb down, although once Shrine of Memory goes active, he's getting 30 power per second. That's huge. And we might see the players running back to tier 2 because of the charger situation. Alright, is Caro going to get this well down? He's almost in nasty range. Nope, not quite. Rage Flame coming back here. Thunderstorm, such a powerful defensive card. I think the Rage Flame should just not even bother going for the wells. They both have less than 100 power left in them. And Damakra is also going to have a lot more power because these power wells he grabbed extra that have, they're not going to run out of power. Taking these wells, I think he should have taken this well because this well's only got 180 power left in it. And Damakra pushing pretty hard. Grigori charges back. Caro's got lots of power. Both players have lots of power. Nice job getting this Rage Flame out. A Frostbite or a Roots. Very nice. Thunderstorm, of course. Killing the Swamp Drake. Everybody else gets out okay. Damakra back to playing tier 2 units. Now we're going to see, is Quick's power good enough? Grigori knocking everything back. Thunderstorm putting in fantastic work. Thunderstorm also has a lot of charges, kind of surprised me. Lightblade diverting the Grigori. Or not. Oh, it is. We see a Lost Reaper attacking the camp over there. More Swamp Drakes. Not doing a super job microing away from the Thunderstorm. So this is one of those tactics versus strategy matchups. We see an aggressor who are back to tier 2. No orbs have dropped, but we're back to tier 2. What a ride. It's like we went from tier 1, we mostly skipped tier 2, went straight to tier 3, and now we're back to tier 2 again because the tier 3 units are out of charges. Damakra not running Frostbite, it seems. I feel like he could have gotten several good trades with a Frostbite. Going after the Lost Reaver. Defending him. Caro decides to take it well down here. And we are now 21 minutes into the game. We see that Damakra's score is higher than Caro's score. Partly because of the Shrine of Memory, I would say. And allowing him to recycle his power much, much faster. Caro's Quick is staying alive. Again, there's a moon. Man, I have to give props to both these players for playing some very unconventional cards. I guess Damakra's not being super unconventional, but Caro with the moon and a Quick, very nice. And this was a ranked game, so this is not Caro like having funnies with legendary cards. He genuinely believes that 2 of these legendary cards are 2 of the best cards he could have. Damakra is running a Spirit Hunter, which makes me wonder what he's skipping, because maybe most of his tier 1, because he's got both Viridia and Razor Shards. So, yeah, I'm not sure what he's skipping. Maybe Glacier Shell? I think just rooting and then oinking the Grigori will take care of him. Don't need to attack him. Thunderstorm just hitting the 1 Razor Shard. Or Razor Flame? Rage Flame? Yeah, Rage Flame. I get the names mixed up all the time. But we're seeing an issue of charges. And Another Grigori from Carofex. Ooh, the Spirit Hunter poison is going to be good at keeping the Quick dead. Very nice job maneuvering the Quick in range to kill those Spirit Hunters. Again, I want to give props to Karo's micro. He is doing a great job microing. Unfortunately, he let Damakra get into a Shrine of Memory situation, and you know, he just let that happen, I guess. It's not a thing you want to generally let happen. Some units bound on both sides from Damakra, not doing much. And I'd say Karo is probably trying to get his score up because it doesn't look like either player is going to be able to overrun the other in the time we have remaining. I mean, 6 minutes is a while, especially when charges run out, but I would say it's Karo who has something to prove, especially, like, look, when all these units die, that means that Damakra is spending way more power than Karo. It's going to push Damakra's score really high. Yeah, you can see the Damakra's score is really climbing away. So Karo really has to do something. Otherwise, Damakra is just getting a much higher score. This well has run out of power. These wells have run out of power. So has this one. So have these. These two wells have not run out of power yet, although this one's about to. And Damakra has overall gained a ton more power from power wells. Although again, Karo has kicked tons of his wells also. I'm not sure if I explained this, but this is actually a video I'm doing as part of my live stream, so I am also answering comments from those who have attending live. Yoshi asks, is it possible to add new content to BattleForge, not just cards? We have absolutely all kinds of new content coming. Most of them has already come. We have been making changes to maps, we've added cards, we've got balance patches, new artworks, new voice acting, pretty much everything you can imagine. New content is and has been added. So if there's something in particular, let me know. But I also have a better idea of what's coming than most players. But part of being a staff member is that I get access to this sort of stuff, but I always forget what I'm allowed to share and what I'm not. So I tend to err on the side of just not sharing. So yes, there's absolutely tons of new content planned, but most of the new content takes it takes a while to develop. You're asking about missions. So two kinds of missions. One kind is community maps, and so there's a lot of things we've done to try and make community maps more official, I guess. I think this is all public knowledge, so hopefully I'm not going to get in trouble for saying, but and we've already done some of it, right? We've got the featured community maps, we've got different achievements that allow community maps, and if it hasn't been already, we're planning to do some things that allow community maps to count for certain quests and things like that. So part of that is community maps. So if you're an independent map creator and you make a good enough community map that can be like featured as a real one, then that's something we can actually absolutely implement. And there's even map makers on the staff. So beyond that, I don't want to say. I'm not sure what has been announced and what hasn't. I guess since you're asking, that probably means it hasn't been announced, although it could be that you just haven't paid attention. So I will say, yeah, the only thing I will say about new missions is that map creator is a staff position, and there are several people who already have that position filled. Beyond that, I would ask the forum post or ask somebody else who is not a staff member, so they would know like what they're allowed to share and what they're not allowed to share. Meanwhile, we see that Karo's charges and power is running really low. His void power is tapped out at 20, whereas Damakra's is not tapped out at 20. He's just not activating his Shrine of Memory, but if he activates his Shrine of Memory, he is not capped out at 20. And so Damakra is pushing really hard. We've got 3 minutes left in the fight. Karo still has all of his orbs, but his power, again, is very low, and his charges are also non-existent. And we're seeing the famous Stonekin Snowball of Death, ironically as a like tier 2.5, where it's basically tier 2 units. See the stone shards and the aggressors. It's basically tier 2 units because they're all out of charges, but technically they are tier 3. Whenever Karo gets a Thunderstorm online, this is going to be killing a whole lot of units, but so far, Damakra's doing a really good job here. Again, absolutely, Caro has outmarked Damakra, but Caro let Damakra build the Shrine of Memory, so it's kind of hard to say who's a better player, right? All we can say is by the win, by the particular strategy, and it looks like Damakra is winning. If it goes on to score, we got 2 minutes before the game on to score, Damakra is going to win. So this game looks to me wrapped up in a bow. Either Damakra wins on score, or he's going to try and push all the way, because this score difference is fairly insurmountable. Caro doing the best he can, and he's doing a good job. Damakra, I think, should... Maybe Damakra skip burrowers? Yeah, if Damakra's playing tier 2 units, he should probably run a bunch of burrowers over here to hit all the different bases. But, you know, so far he's doing good enough to stay in the game, or not stay in the game. He's doing good enough to close out the game, and it's just going to be a matter of whether he wins on time or whether he wins by clearing everything else out. There we go. Damakra going for the split attack. Razor Shards attacking there. Damakra with a very nice attack going on that side. Caro is still got all his orbs, so Thunderstorm could happen. We see the RF Corruption. Caro doesn't quite have the power for Thunderstorm because he's living just on Void, so his income is strictly 20, whereas Damakra still has plenty of Power Wells. He has the Shrine of Memory, so he's getting a lot more Void than he kind of should be getting. Orb is down. Orb is down. We got 44 seconds to see if Damakra can kill everything. And he's just spamming stuff. I'm guessing there's no burrowers, because if he's even spamming tier 1 units, then yeah, the Spirit Hunters with the like 95 damage per 20 seconds as dazed. We got this down. 25 seconds. It's a race. When these units need to come in the fight. Caro doing everything he can, even playing the Glacier Cell. Yeah, 30 slot deck. Feels like it, doesn't it? I feel like Damakra has skipped some pretty core cards, right? Like no burrowers, I guess. He's even like what is this? He's even got Razor Shard. Yeah, Damakra, what's in your deck? I've seen like burrs. Like you got 30 cards in here. Either way, that was a wonderful game. Thank you for sharing that with us. And it's really exciting to see an upset like that. I don't think anyone was expecting Damakra to last 30 minutes, let alone win after a 30-minute match. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Alright, back to the stream, folks. I think I need to take a 15-minute breather, maybe to eat something, make sure my wife is doing okay, and after that moment we can try Codebreaker a couple more times. It seems like there aren't enough PvP players to go for any coaching or any 2v2, so I think we won't do that tonight. But I will play my my favorite... Hey, bird. So, yeah, I'm going to take a break. We're going to throw in my be right back screen to get demonetized, but I don't get money anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And we'll see you guys when I come back. I don't expect anyone to stick around, but yeah, that's how we're going to do it. And then we'll do a Codebreaker. Hopefully I'll get it this next try. But either way, it's just going to be a eclectic stream tonight.
Map control, void, slots, wells. There you see her, standing in a nearby field. It's still got a new ice shield and an army around her. And you know it's lame and your rival will flame. You wanna curse the well. Yes, you want her. Victory is yours to seize. Winning now is just a breeze. There is no way to save her. It don't take no skill, nor the beat of skill. Go on and curse the well. Sing with me now. Sha-la-la-la-la-la, sing it loud. Look at the Lord, too proud. Ain't gonna curse the well. Sha-la-la-la-la-la, ain't that sad? Ain't it a shame to Too bad you gonna miss the well.
You know, I feel really bad abusing the lane. Maybe there's something else. How about, Ashbone? Okay, no. How about, Tremor with Nasty? Kurswen. The god is Kurswen. Kurswen? Kurswen. That's kind of OP. Okay, Kurswen.
Now's your moment. Overflowing power pool. Skylar, don't you be a fool. No time will be better. You won't win the game, and you can't win the game until you curse the well. Sha-la-la-la-la-la, don't be scared. Look now, the well's repaired. Go on and curse the well. Sha-la-la-la-la-la, don't stop now. You gotta win somehow. You wanna curse the well. Sha-la-la-la-la-la, run along and listen to the song. The song say curse the well. Sha-la-la-la-la-la, music play. Do what the music say. You wanna curse the well. Wanna curse the well. You gotta curse the well. Curse the well. Go on and curse the well.
Thanks for watching. I had a lot of fun writing these lyrics, and thank you for Jordan at QB in Malaysia for singing them. You can check out his channel right here. If you like this video and want more, let me know some other parody ideas you have. If you want me to make more videos like this, please consider subscribing. It's really motivating. Thanks for watching.
Alright folks, I am back. We're gonna do 1, maximum 2 games on Codebreaker. And then we're gonna call the stream for the night. Let's get started. Howdy folks, we are starting a Codebreaker challenge. I've already beaten this, but I'm trying to redo it again on stream. Make my life even harder. I'm gonna start with Werebees, gonna try and grab the power wells as fast as possible. And I really like the Werebees start because these guys basically can beat every other unit if properly microed. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come over here, I'm gonna try and out micro to kill 2 of the archers. There we go, these guys. So I'm trying to pull them away from their camp, just them, because they have the longest line of sight. Let me grab this well. There we go, we can kill him, and then we can kill them, and then we can kill the other one, and then we can take this well without the rest of the base aggroing us. This wall, for the Codebreaker challenge, we can't repair it, so we're just going to let it take damage. Okay, let me grab the well here. So we grab all the wells we can take for now, and I want to bait the rest of this camp, not the whole camp, but just the archers, into attacking me. So I want everybody else to run away except the archers. There we go. And then we kill those archers. Oh, no, 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 no. We don't want that. That was bad. Very bad. Okay, okay, there we go. Hopefully we're okay. No, okay, we're just gonna restart. That was bad. That's not gonna count as one of my 2 spots. 2 tries. Howdy folks, we are attempting to do the Codebreaker challenge live on stream, and also as a video, if that's what you guys are seeing now as a video. Starting with Werebees, because these guys can out-micro everybody else. And this wall, we cannot build repairs, we're going to let it chill there. And the Werebees, we're going to try and micro to kill the archers over here. Apologies for the folks on stream hearing this for the 2nd time in a row, because I just had a really quick fail, as I failed to aggro these guys properly. We're trying to bait out everybody except the archers, or we're trying to bait out only the archers, so everybody else goes away, and we can focus them down. Werebeasts are small counters, and they regenerate, so they can take care of these guys, run away, and come back and kill someone else again. Meanwhile, that wall is holding up fine, but we want to get tier 2 as fast as possible for glaciation. Okay. I keep those archers coming. And again, the reason I'm killing those archers is because the archers have a farther line of sight than the rest of the units. So once I kill them, the rest of the units will... Alright. Okay, I think that time we got him. No, 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 come back, archers. There we go. Oh, I should have taken that well. Alright, slightly unclean play from me. We probably lost like 20 power from that, but shouldn't be a horrible deal. I'll just play not greedy. I know it's really hard for me to not be greedy, but we're going to have to do it that way. So now these guys will not aggro when I take that orb. And we'll kind of run around here and move in for my tier 3. Rogan's Fortress is so far stopping everybody coming in from the top side of the map. While still doing fine. My orb is almost built. Let's come here and make glaciation. We'll run along here. That was a very late route. I might lose because of that. I hope I don't. Oh boy. And we lost because of that. Alright. No luck so far. We'll give it one more try. And then that's our last attempt for the night. And we'll end the stream on a sad note. Hopefully not, but this might be what happens. And you guys are going to have to listen to me give the YouTube intro a third time in a row. Howdy folks, we are doing a live cast of the Guns of Lair Codebreaker Challenge. The challenge is to beat this map single player without building any buildings or repairing any of the walls. So that's what we are attempting right now. I'm also doing it on stream to make it even harder. So the folks on stream have heard my spiel a couple times in a row. So that's how it goes. Idea here, play Werebeast to bait out the Twilight Slayers here. And if I kill both Twilight Slayers, which I can do because the Werebeasts have small counter and regeneration, if I kill both of them, then I can take this orb without the rest of the base aggroing me. If I don't kill them, I take them, these guys see the orb, they shoot, and then the rest of the base aggroes me, and that's obviously something we don't want. So we're going to come here, see if we can bait the rest of them into coming toward me. There we go. Grab this well. This well is still being fine. I want to get far enough away that everybody else runs away, except the archers. There we go. That guy's running away. There we go. So far, so good. That wall is, again, doing fine, but we want to get glaciation up as soon as possible to make that wall last forever. There we go. We killed those guys. We can take this monument, and when we move to the next side of the map, our Werebeast will heal up.
They are attacking the king's fortress. Stop them.
Oh, looks like we have one guy baited into fighting us.
Hurry. The engineers
Glaciation.
fire all the cannons.
Oh, there we go. Glaciation.
Hurry. Clear the engineer's path.
Let's just go ahead and root these guys real fast. So they can't even move. And we're going to come over here. We're going to oink the two guys over here.
To your base.
I should be glaciationing as much as possible. I can totally lose this map if I forget to glaciation on time.
Hurry. Clear the engineer's path.
Okay, and we'll glaciation again. Grab this power well. Then we can come down over here. And if we kill our unit on time, we can avoid aggroing the rest of the base. So we just stop here, grab this well, kill our unit, and everybody else runs away. Glaciation almost needs to be recharged. Let's do it now. And we'll kind of grab the power wells and we'll just wait for tier 3. Power well.
Hurry. Clear the engineer's
We might be fast enough. We can go for the greedy strategy this time. So right now we're just waiting for power to grab tier 3. Keeping this wall glaciationed. And at some point, when the wall segment gets smaller, everybody's going to keep trying to attack the wall, but there will be too many melee units around. They can't, like this guy, right? There's too many guys, he can't actually attack it. So the wall will break even slower as segments break. I want to note we're going for triple or double nature, so it's nature, frost, nature, in order to enlighten some key defensive cards. So we'll see how much power I get. If I get 500 power, I can enlighten a Shadow Worm. I usually don't get that much power, and so I have to enlighten a Scout Commander. And if I enlighten the Scout Commander, one orb or one wall dies. So that's probably the situation we're going to find ourselves in. I think I did not glacier that quite in time and lost some time there. But we'll see. I'm getting 8 power per second from Wells, and we have to wait. Oh, interesting. The Twilight guys are a little bit... There we go. Glacier right now. And as long as they stay on this side of the map, actually I should be able to continue glaciering and keeping everything there. Yeah, you see, they're not attacking. So I think, should I go for the full 500? It's 250 versus Scout Commander only costs 100. I think it'll be okay. Still got 2 segments left. I'm thinking I go directly for the Shadow Worm. I am usually not this greedy, but maybe it'll be fine. Okay, and we can enlighten at right about 500, so we should be able to do that now. No ground entity. Alright, well, we'll play you back here. We'll probably need the glaciation again. And I probably need to make an engineer up there to help that base out. Let me do that. Okay, am I close enough to grab anybody? Not yet. Oh, there we go. Okay, how's this guy doing? Okay, as long as they're attacking my engineer, they're not attacking other stuff. So hopefully I can keep this tower alive with the engineer. There we go. Okay. There we go. That could be bad. Okay, there we go. Got a good angle. Okay, and we're gonna play Viridia here. Here, I guess. Because Viridia has some healing ability, so we'll do that. Then our engineer at the top. Keep Rogan's Fortress repairing. And we're basically going to build another worm at the top here. As soon as we get 500 power. Repairing Rogan's Fortress. Let's keep Viridia in the back. I don't want her getting too many ideas. Then we go for Shadow Worm number 2 for the second Viridia here, and we should have this map on lock, barring any horrible mistakes from me, which, to be fair, do happen. I think the angle is not quite right there. We'll move a little bit closer. And we'll play second Viridia here. And I think I'm going to try and get 2 Shadow Worms at each location. Actually, never mind. I'm going to be... I think it's slightly more optimal to do this.
Hurry. Clear the engineer's path.
I think we can do that. This guy is doing good. Oh, did Verdia die? Verdia looks like she died. Let's get Verdia back here, and this Verdia is also doing fine. Let's group you guys. Let's group you guys. And this guy's gonna Swamp Drake do his Swamp Drake stuff. We can activate you, why not?
Forces are under attack.
We can hit that guy.
Hurry. Clear the engineer's path.
Verdia's gonna keep the Shadow Worm healed up. And then we go for Shadow Worm number 2 at 500 power again. I think we're gonna wanna... No, I think we don't need to root there yet. But we're gonna go for Shadow Worm number 2.
Hurry. Clear the engineer's path.
We will root you guys to prevent them from coming too close. We'll activate you. Okay. Then we need 1 more Shadow Worm at the top, and then I feel comfortable trying to push for tier 4. Almost got 500 power.
Hurry. Clear the engineer's path.
Okay. We might need to... Actually, I think we don't need to throw up a root. We can just get that second Shadow Worm in their fight. Do I actually... Let's be safe. Let's throw up a root. Okay, second... Or not, yeah, second Shadow Worm at the top. And we should have this all on lock. Make sure you guys are grouped. Make sure you guys are grouped. Cobalt Engineer, we not sure if we even need him anymore. Alright, let's group all you guys. Play a Werebeast to grab the power wall down there. We got that defended. I think we're good here. Let's make sure Verdia stays calm. And actually, I think I can make some more Swamp Drakes. Okay, defended there, no problems. No problems. I think I want to enlighten another Shadow Worm. Let's go ahead and heal. Okay, then we can go ahead and clear all these guys. Get you hitting the wall. Should be fine here. I think we can enlighten And a second. 400 power. And we'll enlighten for the top base, I think.
Hurry. Clear the engineer's path.
Okay. And we've got our tier 4. We got that unlock. We got you almost unlock. And I don't think we need the rest of these guys. Although maybe I can grab some more power wells with them. So maybe I'll keep them around for now. Grab tier 4 and I'm going for Frost. That way I can play Winter Witches and Ice Tornadoes. Let's see if there's another well I can grab easily. Defense there, just fine. Defense there, just fine.
Hurry. Clear the engineer's path.
Okay, no power well there. Okay, we're
Forces are under attack.
can we play you maybe? Did Viridia die? No, Viridia's not dead. But her unit there died. Okay. I think I can play you. And snipe out there. There we go. Yes, we can snipe you from long range. I think I'll play 2 of you. And maybe I'll play 2 of them here too. Those guys died, looks like. No big deal. Oh, can they not shoot them? Is the range slightly smaller? Okay, there we go.
Your
Alright.
forces are under attack.
Viridia is... oh, looks like Viridia died.
Hurry. Clear the engineer's path.
Well, we can do that just to keep shields up. And we can put one here. And what do we got? We got 2 worms here, so I think we should go for a 3rd worm. I think actually we kill these for population limit.
Hurry. Clear the engineer's
These guys are not actually very good at shooting the... there we go. Now these guys, maybe we can get a giant worm to do something. But I think we can basically just chill and defend. So whatever I'm doing here is probably a waste of time, to be honest.
Your forces are under attack.
Yeah, I'm sure it's definitely a waste of time. Yeah, I'm just gonna not bother with that. can play regrowth. Do I have a... No, you're part of this group. And I've got one of you here. So next I'm going to enlight for Dreadnought. And I can take these power walls if I want more power.
Hurry. Clear the engineer's path.
I guess it actually doesn't stand here and shield.
Are under attack.
Okay, that was weird. But okay, that's fine. We don't even need to actually kill that guy. I can take these two wells. I can enlighten. Let's, where are you? No, it's this one. Let's enlighten a Dreadnought down here. Grab those two wells. Oh, these wells actually ran out of power. So I'm sure I could absolutely do this faster, but I'm just going to do this the safest way I can. Okay, we'll drop you back here.
Hurry. Clear the engineer's
Ledger of Giants, group you guys all in one big group. Winter Witch here, second Winter Witch there. Then kill you guys. And we need to wait 51 seconds for an enlightenment. Let's throw, I can throw a second witch down here, wherever you are, and then we've got 10 seconds to go until we can enlighten again. And once we can enlighten again, I'm going to feel comfortable dropping a final wave. There we go.
clear the engineer's path.
Yeah. Now I should be good to drop a final wave. Just so I really don't have to pay attention to this, and I'll know that these guys are going to be super duper fine. I mean, they're probably super duper fine, but you know, just to be sure. The paranoia. We're not going for a speedrun challenge here. Okay. Oh, we are blocked by unit limit. Who can I get rid of? I can get rid of you. That was a scream. Alright, then I'm going to take this guy, and we're going to go trigger the final wave.
Hurry. Clear the engineer's path.
It's over here somewhere. Oh, I died. Okay, didn't get quite close enough. Try again. Can I move you? There we go. Okay. How are we doing here? Let's get shields going there. Not sure if we managed to hit the spawn camp enough.
Hurry. Clear the engineer's path.
Did we get it? No, we didn't. should do it. Shield down here. I can play more, actually I can't play more dragons, I'm at my unit limit. So we're gonna really hope this is enough. Okay, got that. Don't think we need that birdie anymore. Let's have you guys shoot normally. We're just fine over here. Then kill you. Okay, great. So everybody over here. Keep my 2 Winter Witches back there. And let's send this guy to go back here. And we can just tank everybody at the oh. Yeah, we can tank everybody just at the base here, because it's, I don't really want to leave it undefended. I'm sure it would be faster to do it over here, but again, we're not going for speed, we're going for consistency. I'm gonna keep this guy around here just in case it doesn't actually kill it. And how about you guys all come back here? Okay, this giant is finally getting in the fight. They've launched the final attack. Get rid of Viridia. And it looks like that final wave attacked. I think I lost a dragon. Oh well. I think I probably want to kill one of you. Nah, I can't even make more dragons. I can enlighten somebody. How about I enlighten, enlighten another one of you guys. We got way overkill on the Shadow Worms. The Shadow Worms are fun, so we don't mind. There's a lot of guys. Oh, we got spell block. That's not ideal. This is definitely making me glad I provide a redundant amount of units. Okay, let's have you all switch back. And that should be the map. GG everyone. That was a successful run of Codebreaker. Did it on stream live. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one. And that is going to be an end for the stream as well. Thank you all for joining me. Hope you guys had some fun and learned something. And we'll see you all in the next stream.